What's up, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the 7-Eleven Mew distribution. Obviously, this was on a Japanese game and console. If you don't have them, obviously you can't get them. If you do, you can. This is a mystery gift event as well. Now, a lot of these are on the Japanese consoles too. I just like to show you guys how I go about getting them because I do use these in my teams and sometimes I do give these Pokemon away. Okay, also I've got a team involving Mew that I want to maybe do a little bit of brainstorming as well. Now, I did a Korokoro Mew, sorry, not a Korokoro Mew. I did a Korokoro Ho-Oh early on this. If you haven't checked that one out, you can if you're interested. Let's get into it anyway. So this was just the code I was using. I have a couple of these codes. Once again, this is a one-time code use. So this was... so there's been a couple of Mew events. I do like getting all the Mews anyway. Now, this was going from the 11th of July to the 31st of July. I could have done this one a while ago. I just hadn't got around to it. And it can be also any nature. Now, it actually did... they actually messed up the OT of this. It was actually a little star next to the OT, which actually wasn't meant to be in there, so that got corrected when you got it. Alright, so here we go. This is what the card looks, thanks to playing for Pokemon. And just as usual, get it from the delivery girl in the center. Now, I'm going to swap it over to my other game, check the IVs on it too, and let's get on to a couple of movesets too. So, I've actually, as I said, I've got a Mew team coming up, and there's more than one that I need to use. So I wanted to go over a couple of sets. So I thought I could go over a physical set, a special set, and maybe like a tank kind of set there, or tank support set. Alright, here we go. So I thought I could do... Let's have a look at a physical set first. Okay, so it gets some nice physical setup moves, like it gets work up, I believe, and it gets sword dance as well. So they're pretty damn good on it. I know that it gets Zen headbutt, so you could go sword dance, Zen headbutt. Let's see what else it gets there. You could also say if you go max attack, max speed. It's got pretty nice. Obviously, it's got nice base stats there too. It gets bulk up as well, so you could run like if you want to run like a bulk up set, you could do that as well. That would definitely work. So say if you went for the sword dance one, you could just go like, let's have a look. So Zen headbutt there for stab. Obviously you can't get it this gen, so okay, we'll try and make one for this one here. This will be interesting. I don't even know if it gets any. It doesn't get any other physical psychic moves than Zen headbutt. Well, that one's gonna suck there. So, all right, let's have a look at the special one. So, I know that it gets a lot of special ones here. So, let's have a look. We got Dream Eater or Hype Dream Eater. I'm just gonna check. Does it get? I'm trying to remember what moves it actually gets. It also gets me first. That'd be a pretty fun set. You could run like a. a real speedy one with me first. That'd be free run. So unfortunately, it doesn't get hypnosis. That's another event one there. Gets a Roar Veil. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna go for the physical. We'll go for the special one first. So it's got Psychic, Psyshock there. You could run it with Calm Mind. So you're worried about like bug types. You could run something like Flamethrower or Fire Blast on it. That would work. And also dark types. It's got Vacuum Waves of Fortune. You could go Focus Miss on there. That would definitely work. Just trading between my games as well, so we can check out what the IVs are on this thing. Look at that Pyukumuku, so powerful. Also, you could run Dazzling Gleam on there for Fairy too, and you could also run, if you didn't want to go risky, you could run Aura Sphere over Focus Blast. That would work too. And if you wanted to run kind of gimmicky one, you could run Ancient Power as well. But it gets like a really, really big move for it. Like Ice Beam, things like that. That would work very nicely too. If it gets Scald, I get so many different kinds of moves, which is pretty cool. I'm just looking through the other stuff that it gets. Okay, let's have a look at like a tanky one. Okay, anyway, before we get to that, I got a best in HP, special defense and speed, and just missed that salty on that defense there. I got like a 30 there. As attack and defense aren't too good, and it's like mild nature. But yeah, on the OT, it actually has 20th, but before they actually messed up, they had 20th, and they had like a little star symbol. That actually wasn't a symbol you could get in the game, which is interesting. That was a bit of a fuck up there by them. Anyways, I want to have a look what other moves it gets. So we'll go for like a tanky one, right? It also gets Nasty Plot, so you could definitely run that. Like you could run like Nasty Plot, this is more of a standard one. This would be like take 2 seconds to think of. Like Nasty Plot, Psychic Psyshock there, depending on you could run Psyshock, and then the other moves would be like coverage moves like Dark to go against like Dark types. So you could go like Aura Sphere is quite handy for Steel types too. Yeah, I'd go Aura Sphere or Focus Mist, whatever you want. That's pretty good coverage. And then you could either go like Ice Beam there. You could definitely go Ice Beam, or if you're really worried about bug types, you could go Fire Blast. So something like that. That's just a basic, like kind of standardish set for a sweeping, special attacking move. Now, however, for a bulky one, you could run something a little bit different. Now, this has access to. You could also do a Psych Up, a Psych Up Swagger set. That'd be funny. You could also run on this bulky one. Now it gets Roost there, so you could use that as a, like, Roost Toxic. That could definitely work. I wanted to run, like, a trapping one. I think I ran one of them before. I'm just doing a little bit of brainstorming at the moment, because I got to do a move that has, like, a lot of Mew in it, so I thought I'd do that one. Alright. Obviously, it gets Infestation Toxic. That's quite a basic combination you can use there. What else does it have? I want to look at something a little bit different. Just running through this at the moment. Okay, so it gets... You could even run like an Amnesia one. It's a good Baton Passer too, so I could even run like a Baton Pass one. This one has a Barrier as well, which is pretty cool. You got to see what moves I had anyway. If you want to go back, if you missed what moves I had, you can just scroll back in the video. Now, it also it's cool that it gets Gravity, but unfortunately, a lot of these are like 6th Gen tutor moves, so this one won't suit for it. Now Nasty Plot is a level up move too, so you could definitely teach it that. It gets Reflect type too, so that could changes the user's typing to the same as the target. So you could change your typing to them, and then let's have a look. I'll just have a look if it's got this move or not. No, it doesn't. I was hoping it had Synchronize, but it doesn't. Oh, Metronome. I could even do a Metronome one. I was thinking of doing a Metronome theme team. Anyway, speaking of theme teams, I mentioned in my other video, tomorrow will be a theme team as well. And Saturday will be a Pikachu Ash Ketchum hat thingy giveaway. I've got a limited amount of codes to give away, so yeah, you want to be there one and see if you can snag one. Just quite limited ones there. You could also run, that's a 6th Gen one, but that's a 6th Gen Home Claw set. You could definitely run that one too. Stealth Rock, like a lot of the other ones you can bring. It's cool. You can bring this softball one over from Gen 1, 1st Gen. You could run like Sleep Talk Rest. I don't know why you want to do that, but you could. You could run Transform. That'd be hype. Transform. I remember one of my very first Wi-Fi battles I put on a Mew used Transform. Now it's got. I'm still trying to figure out a good strategy with what. I'm just looking. It's got Worry Seed there too, so they can just stop it. Worry Seed would be like so good against me. Like it would just shut my every one of my teams down. Not really. So you could have, what else has it got? It's got Brutal Swing. That's going to be so effective. Yeah, that high base power. I think we got so it does get some nice physical moves. I'm just disappointed that Zen Headbutts, it's its only psychic type move that's physical, and it's 6th Gen. So that really blows. That sucks. You could. Let's have a look. Does it get? No, it doesn't get Camouflage, unfortunately. So it gets a lot of moves. It doesn't get all of them. It's not like a Smeagol. You could also run. Just trying to think. I'm trying to make like a physical setup that would be okay. Well, U-turn could be on it. You could use U-turn for scouting. The problem is you don't have stab, so it kind of sucks. I was trying to figure if I could change my typing or not, or something like that. But yeah, it's not really going to work on the 7th Gen one. But if you did have it in the 6th Gen, you can get Zen Headbuttons. Very good. Anyway, people, just brainstorming a little bit there. I'll have a theme team up tomorrow, and stream will be on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, normal time. Okay, peace.